Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Allivoria. Today, Thursday, May 7th, we're gonna go ahead and pop into some sports news. There's not much to really report on because there isn't jack going on in the sports world. Due to the fact that everything is now shut down for the foreseeable future, there's still a couple things going on in the sports world, but let's go ahead and delve into that. So today we're gonna go ahead and start off with some football news. 36, soon to be 37-year-old running back Frank Gore signs a deal with the New York Jets. He's gonna be signing a one-year deal. Just a reminder that Frank Gore has the third most rushing yards of any running back in NFL history. Frank Gore does have some Adam Gase experience, as he will be going to an Adam Gase head coach New York Jets team. Frank Gore is with the 49ers. Adam Gase was a low-level assistant, so he does know him well. I believe this is a very good signing for New York. I do, however, have some questions about that offensive line. As the New York Jets signed Le'Veon Bell last year, he did not have nearly as much success as he did with Pittsburgh. And me and everybody else is saying because of the fact that the Steelers did have a top 3 offensive line when he was with them, the Jets do not. Matter of fact, a lot of news websites and even the NFL themselves have the New York Jets rated in the high 20s in terms of offensive line ranking. That's probably why Bell's numbers have dwindled recently, because the Jets have nowhere near as an offensive line as Pittsburgh used to have. In all reality, that's probably why Le'Veon Bell's replacement James Conner has been able to flourish so well. The Steelers' offensive line hasn't been good as in recent years, but it's still a top 10 unit. Do I believe that this New York Jets offensive line will slow down Frank Gore? Well, I really have yet to see anything that slows down Frank Gore, so I guess we'll see. It will be a very interesting running back situation in New York, as I believe that Frank Gore will be removing some playing time from Le'Veon Bell. And in other news, the Jaguars are indeed looking to move forward with their running back Leonard Fournette, most likely because nobody offered a suitable trade for him, because there was no offers to begin with, as he was on the trading block. Jaguars are also possibly tanking for Trevor, or maybe they will be moving forward with Minshew. Minshew brought a really good identity to Jacksonville with his jockstrap and mustache and mullet. He is a 6th-round pick, so there's a lot of skepticism going around as to whether he will be able to carry the team to success. In a matter of 2 to 3 years, the Jaguars completely stripped their AFC Championship reaching defense, so it is very possible that they will be tanking for some higher picks and maybe even getting Trevor Lawrence if Minshew does not show up to his full potential. But on the chance that the NFL does go forward with the season in the next couple months, we are going to find out what Jacksonville really does. For more NFL news, while Jadeveon Clowney will not be wearing number 90 as Jerron Reed has taken it back, it is still possible that the Seahawks may still be his home for the future. Many NFL teams have come out saying that they are indeed interested in him, including teams like the Cleveland Browns, Baltimore Ravens, Tennessee Titans, and Philadelphia Eagles. Of course, the Seahawks are still interested, however, he will not be wearing number 90. For some reason, because they don't get a number in the league, that's a turnoff to people saying that he's not going to re-sign here. If I was in the league, I would wear number -2. I would just want to play in the league. Also, it has been confirmed that Tua will be wearing number 1 for the Dolphins. That's the amount of sacks he's going to take before he breaks everything in his body. Just kidding. I have a lot of good hopes for Tua, and I hope he succeeds well in this league. However, that Patriot fan of me kind of hopes he doesn't. I hope he gets sacked in every play and doesn't beat us at all. I hope we win the AFC East and the Super Bowl for the next 10 years. I'm sorry, I'm still upset at Brady leaving, but we got Stidham, so we're good. Roger Goodell has sent a memo to teams discouraging announcing their public opinions of the upcoming season. In his words, it is impossible to project what the next few months will bring. I think that's a good idea, actually, because no team really can predict the future and tell their fans that we're going to be coming back on this day or that day. All we as fans can really do right now is sit and wait and hope to God that we get our sports back. I do think that's a good idea by Roger, because he doesn't want to get people's hopes up and then immediately crush it when we realize that the numbers in Texas spiked again or something, which I really hope not, because Texas did reopen, and I really hope that they succeed, because then that means that I get to go back outside. Our recent news, Earl Thomas's wife held him at gunpoint, which comes after the wife had allegedly caught him cheating. I don't know what kind of cheating took place, cheating on her or cheating at the game of football, but either way there was some kind of cheating taking place. Some unfortunate news to Grace Earl Thomas. I hope that he's okay and he recovers well. The NFL announced that it will release its schedule today around 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Since there's no exact date, it's rumored to be around 7:30 p.m. It is also rumored that the first 4 weeks of the NFL is going to be AFC versus NFC games. But what are you going to expect? Tom Brady's about to throw a pass to Mike Evans down the field, and then boom, Murder Hornet hits him right in the nose and he goes down. I'm looking forward to this NFL season. I just hope it happens. We're going to move on to some baseball news. Javier Baez and the Chicago Cubs have been talking through a contract extension, but that has been put on hold due to the COVID-19 situation. The MLB is planning on submitting their 2020 restart plan by next week. The Indians even possibly talking about a July 1st return for their opening day. Man, I hope I just get the outside on July 1st, let alone play some baseball. Technically, this isn't MLB, but I did say baseball, so the Korean Baseball Organization is doing pretty well with their fake fans and their fake crowd noise, but you know what? That seems pretty fun. And then, of course, they got the Zoom meeting up on the Jumbotron. Here are the scores for the Korean Baseball Organization. I think my team's going to be the LG Twins, because that's just a badass name to say when you go out in public, LG Twins. Although they did just get their asses handed to them on a silver platter by the Doosan Bears, so well, that's fine. So be it. Soon China's gonna have their baseball organization up, and my favorite team's gonna be the Wuhan Bass, because they're gonna make everybody stay inside to watch them. I'm getting sued. Moving on to the NBA. NBA staff members have been asked to help against the virus and researching it. NBA is supporting the research, and they aim to shed more light on how antibody testing can help the medical field get a better understanding of the virus. The NBA is also planning on reopening their practice facilities in certain states with eased stay-home restrictions. I would assume Texas and Florida have the highest chance of reopening their facilities, to the fact that those two states have practically been reopened entirely at this point, but we're gonna have to find out and see if that's actually the case. But it also appears that 3 teams plan on opening their facilities on Friday with extreme restrictions. These 3 teams haven't been confirmed yet, but in all reality it's probably going to be the Cavaliers, Warriors, and Timberwolves, since all those teams suck right now. I said right now. Some more news came out about Jordan on The Last Dance. I highly recommend you guys go check that documentary out. It's one of the best things I've ever watched. Let's get on to hockey to end it off. Capitals player Brendan Leipzig has apologized for his inappropriate comments that have been leaked on social media. He's facing possible punishment by the league. The comments were a conversation between him and his teammates about degrading women. Obviously not going to show them, because if I do, I'm going to get degraded. If the season were to continue, Jeff Carter would be out for the rest of it due to a core injury. I have a family over in California who loves the Kings, and every time they come down here, they're always either down here in specific timing to catch a Kings game or to actually see us. But in all reality, they probably have more fun coming over here and sitting on my couch and doing nothing, because that's pretty much what the Kings have been doing this whole season. The NHL and Gary Bettman are reportedly eyeing a December start for the 2020-21 season. Gary says he's not planning on rushing it, he's just saying it's a speculation. It sounds pretty good to me. As I said before, there's not much going on in the sports world. That's pretty much all we've got. I'm going to continue to report this and real world news on my social media as much as I can. I do actually truly believe that we are starting to come out of this pandemic. Some states are starting to open back up, and the curve seems to be flattening for the time being. But that could change in a heartbeat, so let's hope it doesn't. One day we will get everything back. We'll get our sports back. We'll get our going outside back. We'll get our being able to hug people back. But for now, we just have to sit and wait. We can make it. Till then, I'll see you guys next Tuesday. This has been Sports with Allivoria. Be sure to like, subscribe, let me know down in the comments if you liked or disliked it, and you'll have yourselves a good one.